Hi, today I will be talking about how to go on with preparation for various PG entrance examinations. I would like to start with when to start your preparation for PG exams. I would suggest starting your preparation right from internship would be essential. I started my preparation when my internship started in January 2017. One thing is that while doing your internship, you get exposure to many clinical cases and procedures, many of which are commonly asked in the examinations. So you'll definitely have an advantage when you start preparation during your internship. And then how many months are required for preparation? I would recommend spending 7 to 8 months for one revision of all the 19 subjects, and then 2 months for a second revision, and then 15 to 20 days for a third revision just prior to the exam. So a minimum of 3 revisions would be essential to secure a good rank in the entrance examination. And then how many hours to spend in a day for your preparation? I would recommend spending at least 6 to 8 hours per day for your preparation. You can start in the beginning. Obviously your pace would be slow and you won't be able to spend much time for your preparation. So you can start with 4 to 5 hours per day at the beginning of your preparation, and then gradually escalate to 8 to 10 hours per day in the last 1 or 2 months prior to the exam. I think it's very essential to spend at least 10 hours per day studying for the exam. And then how to go on with the preparation? What all books to refer to? I would recommend referring to review books for your preparation. The good thing about review books is that only those things which are important are given in the review books, and those things which are very important are marked separately in the review books. They are given in boxes and marked in red, etc. So they are good. I would recommend against referring to standard books during your preparation. You can definitely refer to them for any of your doubts and all, but you don't have to go through the whole of standard books again during your preparation, because it would take a lot of time, and standard books are not good for revision. They have a lot of content which are very difficult to revise. Review books are good enough. They have adequate content, small enough for you to revise. So you can refer to one review book per subject. I would recommend against referring to more than one book per subject, and use the same review book for your further revisions on that particular subject. And then how to assess yourself whether your preparation is adequate or not. One thing would be to join coaching classes, join any test and discussion classes. Test and discussion basically means that you go there and give a test which is usually for 1 hour, and there is a discussion of the paper following that. So you give the test and then you get to assess yourself whether you are doing good or not. And plus the faculty will be teaching new things and giving you the explanation of all the lesson questions which are asked in the exam. So that's one way of assessing yourself. And then the other ways are purchasing any of the online test series. You can do one grand test per month throughout your revision, or even in the end you can do one grand test per 2 weeks or so. And then there are subject-wise tests available online. You can refer to them during your second revision, which you will be doing in 2 months. So you can study one subject and then study the whole subject and then give the subject-based test, so that you can assess yourself whether you have prepared adequately on that particular subject or not. And the third way would be to do questions daily. Daily questions, you will have to do 50 to 100 questions per day. You will have to spend 1 to 2 hours per day. You can do it from any of the review books. There are many books available. There are question banks also specifically for AIIMS and PG exams. You can refer to any one of them. So that's how you assess yourself. And then coming to which are the subjects which are most important for your preparation. All the subjects are equally important for PG exams. The amount of time that you should spend on each subject would basically depend upon the volume of the subject. There are a few subjects in which you should focus upon the basics, concepts, which are physiology from first prof, pathology, and then medicine. These are the 3 most important subjects which I would say you'll have to build upon the concepts. These concepts would be useful for other subjects as well. And there are other subjects in which are mostly based on facts. So for these subjects, you will have to do more revisions, at least 3 revisions, and probably more than that. These subjects doesn't have much concepts. You will have to just mug up the facts. These are basically anatomy, biochemistry, forensic medicine, microbiology, pharmacology, and PSM as well. These subjects you should revise in the last 10 days just prior to the exam. So that's how you go about these subjects.